Good evening. Welcome to this week's edition of Let's Talk, our discussion program with our commentators, Tom and Marie. How are you?
Fine, Eric.
Fine. Good to see you again.
Well, did you have a good weekend?
Very good, thanks. I relaxed in the country. I have a house there. It's so peaceful.
A healthy weekend. And you, Tom?
Well, I had a great weekend too. I stayed in the city and it wasn't peaceful. I went out a lot and made some new friends.
Sounds like a good weekend to me. So, the same old story. A relaxing, peaceful life in the country compared with an exciting life in the city. Where's the best place to be? In the city or in the country? Let's discuss this more.
Sure. I'll convince you that gardening's more interesting than the pollution and chaos of the city.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. Last weekend, I went to the cinema, a rock concert, and 2 parties. Gardening isn't for me.
Really? Your weekend certainly wasn't relaxing. Don't you feel tired?
Well, maybe a little, yes, but I love city life. The city offers so many things. It's fantastic.
I don't agree with you. Life in the city is too stressful. You rush around all day long. And then there's the traffic and finding a parking space. Walking in the woods is far better than being stuck in traffic jams. I'm really thinking of moving to the country.
Well, I don't think I could ever live in the country. I'd die of boredom. It would be a problem for my work, too.
You're wrong, Tom. You can work from home. A friend of mine does this. He works from home. He uses the internet for email and virtual meetings. He goes to the office in the city 2 or 3 times a month. He's got 3 children, and life in the country is great for the family. And he loves gardening too.
And gardening is difficult in the city, is it?
Sure, but country life is so isolating. You don't meet new people. Well, okay, the city is more polluted, more stressful, but country life is so boring. I like meeting new people, making new friends, and in the city it's easy to meet new people.
I'm not so sure about that. Whenever I'm in a country, lots of my friends come to visit me. They all complain about the stress of city life, and they really enjoy the peace and quiet of the country. I'm sure that sooner or later, you'll arrive too. Let's bet on it.
But if I do come, I'll bring a few friends and maybe we'll have a party.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Of course, you're invited too, Eric.
Oh, thanks, Marie. Okay, this is a good compromise. A less stressful weekend for Tom and a more exciting one for Marie. Well, the city or the country? I think it's difficult to say where it's best to live. It depends upon your taste. The country life is more relaxing, whereas the city life is more exciting. Well, time to say goodbye. Goodbye, Marie, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Eric.
Goodbye, Eric.
And goodbye to you. And see you again next time on Let's Talk. Did you notice how we call life in the city, city life, and life in the country, country life? City life is more exciting, but also quite stressful. We say something is stressful when it makes you nervous. The traffic in the city is stressful. Traffic is the word used for cars, buses, trucks, everything on the roads. When the traffic moves slowly or stops, we say there's a traffic jam. Parking in the city is also stressful. It's often difficult to find a parking space to park your car. Notice the verb is to park, and a place where you can leave your car is called a parking space. Usually in cities, there are car parks. A car park is a big area with lots of parking spaces for many cars. Another problem in the city is the pollution. Pollution is the contamination of the environment. For example, the traffic makes the air dirty. In the country, the air is clean and it's easy to park. Tom says it's boring to live in the country because there's nothing to do. Boring means that it's not interesting. Marie says it's relaxing to live in the country. Relaxing means it makes you feel relaxed. Notice that often the adjectives we use to describe things, places, or people end with ing. The city is exciting. The country is relaxing, but boring. Adjectives that describe how a person feels often end with ed. Tom is bored. In the country. Marie is relaxed. In the country. And stressed. In the city. Marie said that the city, you rush around all day. Rush around means to go everywhere and do everything very quickly. But in the country, you can go for walks in the woods and do the gardening. A wood is an area with lots of trees. The gardening is the work you do in your garden, like watering the plants or cutting the grass. Well,